Yo boys, it's Dan. Welcome back to another. You're probably thinking, Dan, why is he here and why are we in a different signing place? Because we're currently in Skegness in Butlins filming.
Hey.
Yeah.
Check out our vlogs.
Yeah, mine will be out sometime next week.
Days time, yeah.
Mine will be out. This will go up on Friday, so big up Josh for having been on
Yes.
again.
Another fourth one, I think. Yeah,
Fourth one. He's here because I can't really help. He
Got
can't.
the most points so far, 20 points.
18.
Oh yeah, 18.
18, but the game has to go as well. We got all 10 games to predict. Me and Josh are doing his, and we've also got James to do his as well.
You're right, guys, it's your boy X-Jamsters here. I want to say a big shout out to Dan for letting me on the channel. We have got all these Premier League fixtures to go through. I'm going to predict them all. Hopefully I actually get some right this time. Last time didn't go very well for me.
James, my main man. I don't even know who it is.
Without any further ado, let's get into game number 30 of the Premier
League.
Thank you, about to say.
Call me off guard there.
Right, first game we have is Liverpool versus Watford. Now, as we know, Liverpool are fighting for that top spot in the league, but Watford, I mean, let's not discuss that. I'm going to say 3-0 win to Liverpool. And now, Josh, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, similar to Dan. Like, not too much to say, and I've got all my predictions on my phone to help me out.
That's why they're on phone.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to go Liverpool 4, Watford 0. Purely because Watford are not down yet. You know, they've got a good win against Southampton. They look all right, but I don't think they're going to have enough. I can't see them going above Everton or Leeds. And Liverpool, I actually think they'll just about scrape the league. I think they'll beat City to it. I think, you know, I don't know if they'll beat City, but I feel like City might drop points elsewhere, and that's why Liverpool are going to win 4-0 because they're sick.
Right, that's our predictions. And James, what do you think, mate, for the second time?
So, at the start, we've got Liverpool versus Watford. To be honest, I only see one winner here. I think Liverpool absolutely destroy Watford, but we all remember what happened last time, you know, with Sarr scoring at Anfield. So, I don't know. I'm going to say a 2-0 comfortable win for Liverpool there. Just think their quality's superior.
Next game is Brighton versus Norwich City. There you go. Well, as you know, Brighton are the draw specialists, and Norwich are pretty much down by now.
Yeah.
Yes, and let's say Brighton 2, Norwich 0. Josh, we have to look at what do you think, Josh, in this game?
Yeah, Norwich have had a couple of surprising results, but it's getting to the point now where I think they've lost like 5 or 6 in a row. They're just poor. They've got some quality players, like their right back Danny Aaron's. Oh my God. Yeah.
Is
To take Max Aaron's at Spurs, I'll take him that right back. He looks quite decent. And if they get relegated again, then maybe Spurs could have him. But we'll get there when we get there. I'm going the same. I'm going 2-0 Brighton.
right?
James, what do you think?
Next up, we've got Brighton and Norwich. Again, I only really see one winner here. I think it's going to be Brighton. I think Norwich are pretty much dead and buried. I don't really see them staying up or even having a chance of staying up at this point. I think Brighton will absolutely terrorise them.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Feel free. Nick me over. Okay, right.
I fancied it.
Is there any more discussing this game? Burnley, Manchester City. Let's go. Man City 4, Burnley 0. Shall we? You going to go the same or not?
Well, I'm going for a City win, but I'm not really thinking the same lines as you because, you know, City winning the league could still win it. It's between them and Liverpool, right? Burnley probably will go down. Only because they've got a good structure in their team, but I think they're just deadwood now. I think they're going to... Oh, that's quite funny. Deadwood. Chris Wood.
Chris was left, right.
Now, yeah. Anyway, okay. Swiftly moving on. Burnley...
Please do.
Burnley, I just think they will lose, but they'll give City a game. They're very defensive. Not a lot of teams often score or goals past them, so I think City will get an early goal and they'll edge it 1-0 and it'll stay like that.
And James, what do you think in this game?
Next, we've got Burnley and Man City. Now, controversial here. I'm going to go for a 1-1. I'm seeing Burnley. They're a decent side, Burnley, now. Now they've got Wakehorst up top. They've got a bit about themselves. Man City, I think they'll get frustrated with Burnley's, you know, low block. They just frustrate teams, Burnley do. So I think Burnley will frustrate Man City, and I think they'll get a goal on the break. Maybe a corner, maybe a set piece, something like that. I think Man City will score a goal still because than Man City at the end of the day. But I do think it will be a draw, which might open up the gap for Liverpool to, maybe leapfrog them.
Chelsea versus Brentford. Now, Chelsea, as we know, are still in the Abramovich sanctions, but I'm hearing if you are a Chelsea fan, hopefully the takeover will be done by the end of April. 4 bidders, don't know who they are, never know who they are, but Brentford, good away from home. Like, this is a London derby, to be fair.
Yeah.
Eriksen is in the form of his life, scored his first goal back for Denmark last week. Can we just clap that, please? And honestly, fantastic to see him back playing for Denmark again after what happened in the Euros. But moving from that, this game will be tough for Chelsea of 2-2 because I think Brentford, with Tony and Eriksen playing that partner is made, will be good. And Josh, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, on Eriksen, not only is he a good addition, but I feel like Tony has scored about 11 goals. I feel like if they had a player like Eriksen early days in the season, he could have been on 15, 16 by now. I feel like he needs more of a creative midfielder behind him, like Eriksen, to feed balls through like Eriksen did for like Ali, Kane, Son. I feel like, and for Inter Milan as well, I feel like Eriksen can feed the ball through, and I think Tony will score at least 5 more goals this season. But not against Chelsea. I don't think they're going to do well. I think they'll score. London derby, good game, lots of goals. I'm saying 3-1 Chelsea. I just think Chelsea are too strong. Lukaku's getting a little bit better. Havertz looks mad at the moment. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And James, what are you going for in this game, pal?
Next, we've got Chelsea versus Brentford. Again, I'm not really seeing that much from Chelsea at the moment. Yeah, they've played all right in a couple games. They destroyed Middlesbrough the other day, but again, I'm not really seeing too much attacking intensity from them, especially when they're playing good opposition. And Brentford, again, they're not great either, but they play a lot of high-intensity football, so I can see maybe that being a 2-2, a 1-1. I'm going to go for a 2-2, though. Chelsea are at home as well. I don't think they are allowed to sell tickets still, but I do think Chelsea versus Brentford will be a 2-2 draw.
Right, next game. Leeds versus Southampton. In theory, this is a 6-pointer here because Leeds, under Jesse Marsh, have played decent, but they're not in good form. And Southampton, under Hart and Tuchel, are beginning to find form. He did lose to Watford though last time out at home.
He was there.
He was there. Yeah.
Check out the video.
Yes, you may. Yeah. Now Leeds, if they want to win, they're like 4 or 5 points above the drop. I don't know how much they are points ahead, but Southampton need the points. Leeds needs the points. I have to go with Leeds 2, Southampton 1.
Ooh.
And you, what do you think?
I think Leeds are struggling, obviously, but I think their structure is good enough. I don't think they're going to go down. This manager looks like he's pumped up the players a bit. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Southampton, obviously, they're up and down. They've got not much to play for now. That's why Watford beat them, I think, because Southampton didn't need to play as well. Because they're not going to get Europe, but they're not going to go down. So the mid-table teams are the easiest teams to beat at the moment because they're not fighting for anything. But I feel like this will be a bit of a thriller. I feel like it will be 2-2, but Leeds will get a couple wins towards the end of the season that they'll secure their place in the Prem, I think. And yeah, it'll be a thriller. Right.
And James, you going to go for goals or a stalemate in this?
Next, we've got Leeds versus Southampton. Now, my heart is telling me Southampton will win this one, but my head is telling me Leeds will win this one. I don't like Leeds at all, being a Derby fan. But I think Leeds will end up scraping this one 1-0. They're in a decent run of form at the moment. Gelhardt's playing well. Rafinha's playing well. Southampton seem to have dropped off the pace a little bit. Armando Broja maybe be their talisman in this game. But I think Leeds will just nick this one 1-0.
I move to Wolves versus Aston Villa. Sort of a black thing derby.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a derby, but they are very low.
They are very close because we've both been to Wolves. I've been to Wolves. He's been to Villa.
I saw the stadium.
Yeah, he's seen it. But both are Robs now. Yeah. Now, will this be goals in this sort of, you can say, derby maybe?
Yeah.
I'm going to go goals here. I'm going to say Wolves 2. That's 3. Wolves 2. Villa 3.
Ooh.
I think...
A repeat of the other score that was the other way around when Wolves came back to win 3-2.
Yeah, I think Coutinho
Could happen.
will thrive. Honestly, Coutinho's been a sensation. Jacob Ramsey's brilliant. Yeah, I'm young then. Watkins is being good.
Yeah.
He's getting service. They're playing well, isn't it? 3-2, Aston Villa. Josh, go.
Yeah, similar. I'm going similar. Like I'm just going with not a lot of goals on this one because Wolves are very, very defensive. They don't score loads. I know they won 4-0 against Watford, but that's the first time they scored 4 goals in like 2 years. I think it's like a long time. So they don't score a lot of goals and they defend well as well. Again, though, I don't think they're going to get Europe, and I don't think they're going to. They're going to get mid-table, aren't they? So they've got not too much to play for. I think it's not going to be their day, and I think Villa will just edge it and nick it 1-0. Like Coutinho masterclass maybe, but yeah, 1-0.
James, Villa, Wolves, or draw? Go, mate.
So we've got Wolves versus Villa. A Brummy derby, could you say? But I think Villa will probably end up losing this one, to be honest. I think Wolves, they're playing good football, they frustrate teams, and Villa, I'm not really seeing too much good defensively from them. I think they're very, very soft at the back. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, but I think Wolves will end up scoring a good 2 or 3 goals past Villa. But I think it will be a good game, entertaining game. I'm going to go 3-2 to Wolves.
Next game is my Manchester United boys versus Leicester City. Now, what can we say about our boys right now? We are in talks with Poch, Ten Hag, Allegri, question mark, and Jose Enrique.
Oh yeah.
And the Sevilla manager, who I don't know his name, apologies for that, and Sevilla fans in here, but he's at our 5 candidates. I really want Ten Hag in personally.
He's the favourite.
Yeah. He's a favourite by a mile, but Van Gaal, sticking those in again, has warned him not to go there. Because it's a commercial club. No, it's not. But listen to the Man Scandal, 2-1 Manchester United. And Josh, be nice, or this holiday will be an absolute disaster.
Well, at least they're not actually playing, because if they were playing and Leicester scored, I would be annoying. Anyway.
yes, you would be annoying.
We're close because we're leaving on like Friday, Saturday, and this game is on like Saturday.
This is at 5 p.m.
Yeah, so we're not far off. But jokes aside, Man United, they've had a few blips through the season. They have lots of world-class players. I don't think they have the perfect chemistry yet. That's why they're probably going to either just miss out on top 4 or scrape it. But yeah, they are a solid team. They're Man United at the end of the day. Leicester have been poor this season, but oh my God, they have stepped up recently. They've got a lot of decent results, and they look like the Leicester of last year and the year before. They look like they might scrape 8th or 9th in the end. They look all right. But I don't think it's going to happen for Leicester on this occasion. I think this is going to be the most goals are predicted in a game so far this week, and it's going to be a 5-goal thriller, and I'm going to say 3-2 to Leicester. I'm joking. 3-2 to Man United.
I was going to say, like, do you want to go?
I did just hint that Leicester were going to lose anyway a second ago.
You did hint, yeah. Right, and James, what are you going for in this game now?
Late Saturday kickoff, we've got Man United versus Leicester. Now, I can only see one winner here, and it's going to be Man United. Yes, they're not playing well at all, but Leicester aren't really it at the moment either. It's 2 teams, both incredibly out of form. Both sets of fans are getting on their backs. But I can see Man United just nicking this at Old Trafford. You know, Ronaldo, big game player, step up.
We move to West Ham versus Everton.
Wrong. No, it's Everton.
Hang on, I've got my page here thinking. It's Everton, you right. West Ham are flying. Top 6. Yeah. Almost a guaranteed. But Everton, they need the points here. They're being drawn, aren't they? Yeah, they're being drawn in. West Ham, really? I could see West Ham either winning comfortably or winning convincingly. They're the same thing. But I'm going to say West Ham 3, Everton 0, with hopefully Michail Antonio goal or assist for Foot Fantasy promos.
5 minutes, mate. Okay, so for this one, we've agreed on most things apart from the Chelsea-Brentford one. Everything else we've sort of been on par with. This one is very different to what Daniel's saying. Yes, West Ham have been really, really good, but I think they might not win it, but I think they're going to go to at least the semis in the Europa League. They look very decent in that. When they're a good team. I'm a Spurs fan, I can admit. I hate them, but they're a good team. I don't think they're going to get top 4, and I don't think they're going to get 5th or 6th either, because I feel like they haven't got enough squad depth. Next year they could be a danger if they keep Rice and sign 3 or 4 more squad players. They could be a danger, but I think Antonio needs a bit of help up front. So based on that, I think they are going to drop to about 6th or 7th maybe. And I think Everton are going to hold them, because we know Everton have been rubbish this season, but they're too big to go down. And I think they're going to hold them. They're going to frustrate West Ham. It's going to be 1-0, I think.
Ooh. And James, what are you going for in this game?
And on to the Sunday games. We've got West Ham and Everton. Now, I only see West Ham winning this one, and I think it's going to be quite comfortable. I'm going for a 3-0. I'm going for a 3-0 there. I think Everton are, with Fat Frank, one of the worst teams in the Premier League at the moment. They are just on free fall. That run's got to come to an end at some point, but if they don't start picking up results soon, they've just been beaten 4-0 by Crystal Palace. So, Everton need to really, really fix up. Otherwise, they are looking like they're going to get relegated soon. It's not looking good for them. As for West Ham, yeah, they did lose yesterday against Tottenham, but they've still got a lot about them. They're still a really good, well-drilled side. David Moyes has made that a very, very good team. Very, very good project as well for him. But I can only see West Ham winning 3-0 against Everton. Everton have been absolutely spineless away.
And they move to Spurs. As a Spurs fan, you can go first as you're here.
Okay, well, I've been talking quite a lot on each of the games. If this is a bit longer than the others, I apologise, but it's my team at the end of the day. And yeah, I love Spurs, I support them, but sometimes they aggravate me. But we started poor this season, but my Conte has changed his team. We can't win anything this season. We might not get top 4, but we have a chance now. Suddenly, we were about 12 points off top 4 a month ago, and now we're like 3 points off top 4. And we've got Arsenal to play as well, and they're in 4th right now. So, can we do it? Yes. Will we do it? I'm not sure. I don't. I think there's like a 40% chance of us doing it. Thankfully, we've got some nice fixtures coming up. But it's a very Spursy thing to do, is to lose these games against easy teams. But Newcastle are not easy at the moment, but they haven't got as much quality as Spurs. That's a fact, right? Newcastle did lose the other day as well, I think. So I think we will win comfortably, but we don't keep clean sheets often. So I think Newcastle will give us a scare, but I think we'll win 3-1, get a few goals. Kane back in the goals, and Sonny.
Now, I'm actually going to agree here now. I'm not going to say 3-1. I'm going to say a Spurs win, but not by much. I'm going to go 2-0 Spurs, I think.
I'll take that.
Hopefully I can keep a clean sheet.
Better than 3-1 in my opinion.
Yeah.
Actually,
and James, what are you going for in this game? Now,
and after that, we've got Tottenham, Newcastle. Now, two teams that are both in really good form, actually. Newcastle, unlucky to lose against Chelsea the other week, but I think Newcastle are really starting to build something here. Their defence is actually really good. So I don't really see Tottenham. Newcastle's defence is really good. I don't really see Tottenham breaking it that many times, especially with Kane and Son. Kane and Son are going to have a really tough time against this Newcastle defence because they are on fire at the moment. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. Tottenham versus Newcastle. I don't think Newcastle have got the attacking quality to get past Tottenham. Tottenham are both really good at defence, so both teams are really good defensively. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw.
We move to the Monday night kickoff, which is Crystal Palace versus his North London
Sorry, I smell something
rivals.
in this room a little bit. I smell something in this room. Oh no, I don't. I just looked at the Arsenal.
Sorry, any else fans in here?
I should never talk ever again after saying that. That was rubbish. Let's move on quickly.
Moving on, Crystal Palace, good at home, knocked out Everton in the FA Cup. I mean, only Everton, so it's not hard, is it?
Yeah.
And Arsenal, probably going to get top 4 now with 4 points over United and a game in hand as well. Could be 8 points if my maths is correct. Probably not. My maths is crap. But I'm going to go 2-2 draw. Hopefully,
I'd like that.
I would as well actually. Hopefully, Edouard can score. Aubameyang cannot play because he's in Barcelona. I don't know why I made that joke for. And you go on then.
Well, this is going to be...
I'm about to say even more.
This is going to be the most surprising one. I do think this is a prediction where I know I'm probably going to be wrong, but I want to just do it for the jokes. I think Arsenal will win, but I haven't predicted them to win or draw. I have gone for a Palace win. Before I set the scoreline, we know Palace have been mid-table. They've got nothing to play for right now. They're not going to go up or they're not going to get Europe or go down. They're going to be about mid-table. They're a solid team. They get a lot of draws. They don't score too many. I think they will score a couple in this game. Arsenal, fair play. They've got a great squad of players. They look wicked. I hate to say it because I hate them, but they look really good. Ignore that. They look really good at the moment. I want to talk to you, but 3 minutes, yeah?
I'll edit that out. Sorry, boys. Continue.
Don't involve any of that.
I'm not.
No one wants to see that on a YouTube clip. The other stuff was funny with me and Dan, but not even walking in. God knows what he was going to talk about. Pray for us after the video.
Yeah, comment down below. It's about 5 days that.
What is he going to say? It's probably the most boring shit ever. Anyway, Palace against Arsenal. I am going against what I'm predicting because, I don't think what I predicted will happen, but I just thought for the banter, why not go for it? I think Arsenal will beat Palace, but I haven't predicted them to win or draw. I've gone for a Palace win. Before I get there, Palace have been really, really strong. They're mid-table. They're not going to get top Europe or anything. They're not going to go down. They're a solid mid-table team. They get a lot of draws. They don't concede or score many all the time. Arsenal, fair play, they've got a great squad, particularly in attack. Martinelli, Odegaard, and all the rest. Saka, got to start for England probably. And
you can't get COVID.
Yeah, well, at some point anyway for the World Cup. And Arsenal probably will get top 4. I hate to say it, but hopefully they'll lose against Palace. And I'm going to go for a shock 2-1 to Palace because why not? Might as well go for 1. And
right,
that's that.
And James, for the final time, what do you think?
Friday night kickoff, we've got Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. Really good teams, to be honest. Palace, they've just beat Everton 4-0 to go to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Palace have got a really, really, really good team this year. They are so underrated. I think in the next couple of years, if Patrick Vieira builds on that team, he could get, they could be dark horses for getting top 4, top 6-ish. But they've got a really good attack of Zaha. Ebereze Eze is back again. Massive for them. Elise, Edouard, Mateta. That attack is absolutely amazing. Then they've got Will Hughes, Guehi at the back as well. It's a really, really good team. And they frustrated Man City the other week as well. I see a lot of potential in Palace. But then again, Arsenal, wow, they play some absolutely scintillating football at times. Bukayo Saka on the wing is an absolute menace to society. He's my star boy. Arsenal play really good football. Both teams play really good football. Both teams are in really good form. I'm really struggling to pick a score here, but I'm going to go. I think they're both very good on the attack, a little bit suspect at defence sometimes. So I'm gonna go for 3-1 Arsenal win, I think. I think it will start off as a normal game, and I think it'll be a draw up until about the 70th minute, and I think Arsenal will score 1, and then I think they'll score again late on again. Well, that are my predictions, boys. Thank you so much to Dan for having me on, and hopefully I get some right this week. See you in a bit. 10,
and now that'll bring this video to an end. It's been an absolute, as you can tell, absolute shambles. I'm going to edit this at some point today.
There's some editing to do.
Yeah, well,
it's worth it.
It's worth it in the day. Make sure to smash up go follow, sub to him as well.
Butlins video coming soon as well as Dan.
Yeah, and a very special one coming hopefully Tuesday or something. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's to do with someone's birthday.
Very nice. Happy birthday to whoever it is.
You know who it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know who it is. Don't tell
That's
everyone.
Awkward.
Until then, have a good weekend. Hopefully your team does well, whatever team you're supporting.
Unless you support Arsenal, West Ham or Chelsea.
Yes.
Or Man United.
Tense that, please. No, I can't tense it. Until then, have a good day and peace out.